Guys, it's Nova Joe again, and as promised, I am going to go over the DLC that has been released in Japan for Earth Defense Force World Brothers. So let's go ahead and start off with the very first one. And basically, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like, okay, yeah, they did have some that dropped in February and January. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll just start at the beginning of the list here. And this first piece of DLC actually just dropped 2 days ago. And what it is it's 5 additional characters that are all based on already existing characters that are within the game, such as EDF 4 and EDF 5, as well as Iron Rain. And so what they have done is they've given you 5 more versions of characters in those groups that come with, I guess, different abilities and different weapons, but they are basically the same characters that we already have. And I'm not exactly sure about the weapons, but I've tried to translate it using my Google Translator on my phone, and it's a little hard to understand what they're getting at, other than it does show that these are characters based on already existing characters, and they're just new variations on them. And so that's basically about $3, a little over $3. And this is the DLC that I just did a video on. However, I have been able to get more information regarding what you get with this DLC. Now, in the previous video that I did, you saw that there was new types of enemies, weapon boxes, as well as like the Balam. But what information I did not have that I do have now is that you actually get 10 advanced missions. So basically what you have here is this is kind of like the DLC packs that we got in the past for Earth Defense Force that had more challenging missions. So on this one you get 10 advanced missions, which from what I was able to translate are very challenging missions. So they're basically like the hardcore of the hardcore missions for those who like a little masochism with their game. And it also comes with new weapons too. It said that. So you get 10 new missions. It didn't say how many new weapons, but you do get new weapons as well. And as you saw before, we get new enemy types. And that looks to be about $15. And then you have a character here from Oni-Chanbara. Basically scantily clad women with swords. Chopping up zombies is what that game is. They have released some of these games stateside. They're kind of meh. I played through one of them, and it was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about. But anyway, it's a somewhat popular game, does have its own following, and they have released a Oni-Chanbara character for the game. Now, whether we get it here or not, I don't know. Now, here we go. We have got a Cosmonaut. And what it says here is that you actually get the Cosmonaut as a character to play as, and the weapons that the Cosmonaut came with in Earth Defense Force 5, you will get those weapons as well, obviously on a scaled down version of them. But you'll be able to play as the Cosmonaut. And I tried to translate this, but I couldn't understand what they were getting at. But basically, it's another character, another female character type, and I do believe it is also based on a popular character in Japan. And we got the Colonist, and just like the Cosmonaut, the Colonist will be a character you can play as, and as you can see here, it does come with Colonist weapons. So those of you who want to play as the Frogman, because, you know, they're just like us. And you'll get to play as a Frogman, and you'll get to play with their weapon types. So that should be fun. That should be interesting, because they had some pretty potent weapons in Earth Defense Force 5. So, yeah, there you go. Next up are some more Japanese-based characters, and these look like they're from Dream Club or something like that. So I'm not really sure what that is, but you got this character, and this character that are all from Dream Club. And I don't have a clue what it is. And then you have Mr. Y. And what I was able to translate from it, if I understood the translation correctly, this is a character who had acid spit on half of his body. And so it, I guess, destroyed half of his body, and he has been rebuilt as Mr. Y. I don't know if this is a character from a manga or from an anime, but there is another character. He's kind of cool looking. So if you're kind of into that cyborg type thing, well, here you go. And then last but not least, for $25 on sale currently, you have, actually, excuse me, not $25. It's $25 out the gate here. So $27.50 came out to be about $25 US, and it's currently on sale for around $22.50. And that is the season pass, where I guess from what I'm gathering, or let me rephrase it, not gathering, I guess from what I am assuming, the way season passes usually work is you'll get everything that you see here, plus anything else that is released in the future. So, right off the bat, this is $15 alone. Each of these characters is another $3, so it looks like you'll save some money, obviously, with the season pass. Plus, if they release any more DLC packs, you'll get those too. So, alright guys, that is pretty much it for the DLC that has been released so far in Japan. I would say that we're definitely going to get the season pass as well. However, I don't know if we're going to get some of these more Japanese-centered characters. Granted, I am almost for certain we're going to get the colonist and the cosmonaut, but and possibly Oni Chambara, since that game series has been released here a couple times. But whether we get the Dream Club characters, I really don't want them. I don't know who they are. Kind of like Mr. Y though. So anyway, there's the season pass. So for basically about $25, you can get everything that they're releasing, from what I'm assuming here. So, alright guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you going to buy the season pass when it releases in the US? Are you going to pluck down an extra $25 for it so you can play as the colonist and cosmonaut, as well as get right off the bat 10 new missions with a handful of new weapons and new enemy types? So basically $25, you get all that. So what do you think? Leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, would love to have you on board, so please subscribe. I do, as you can see, this is EDF Central, so we're going to be doing tons and tons of EDF stuff. And every once in a while, throw in something else, a little random. Alright guys, you know the drill. As always, take care, God bless, and keep on gaming.